need me to allow their record? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just curious, how do you know if it stopped recording or not, Leslie?
I mean, I'm on my computer, so it says like recording on top of the little screen.
Oh, it gives you the option. It says like record if you want. Okay, just curious because it always says it's recording on mine, but I never know.
Okay, so I've taped down my template so it doesn't slip and slide.
Go like that.
And now I'm going to tape down my tracing paper so it doesn't slip and slide. I reuse these things a lot. Okay. So I look at my concept sketch and I'm going to decide what I want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw my access line. Second thing I'm going to do is draw my waist. HPS when it's a top, waist when it's a bottom. Okay, so I got to guess, does that design go to the hip or a little lower than the hip? The other one.
It looks like a little lower.
Okay, I'm gonna curve it slightly. I'm only doing 1/2. I don't know why I went so far. And it's gonna go, okay. And it's going to have a zipper. So it won't be a solid line, it'll be top stitching. And the back is going to be higher than the front. Only drawing 1/2. I'm going to have top stitching on it. Well, I don't have to put the top stitch on the tracing paper. Okay, now I'm going to go a little lower because it's got a little stretch in it, but it's a lightweight fabric, polyester, and it breathes. It's really comfortable. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this leg, the farthest leg. And it's shorter, so it's going to have a cuff. And it has a pocket in the front with a button. And then all the other detail I'll put on when I flip it. Okay, so that's what I have so far. And then I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to draw the back. I'm going to draw the access line.
Is that?
Yes.
So when you take a figure that had some movement and then you lay it down on top of your template, guess how it would look like once it's flat and then trace it down?
Yes.
Like at that angle?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's the part that looks kind of challenging for me, is where to place it.
It's supposed to look, I still, like if it was a skirt, I would still show some movement, that it has folds. So I would show a little bit of movement. Not a lot, but I would a little. Okay, so I've got my silhouette shape. So I'm going to trace the shape. Definitely going to still see the cuff. And then I have to decide, will I see any of that pocket on the other side? Does it go around to the other side? So maybe I'll see some of it. Maybe just some of it will show. And then I have to decide, what's the back going to look like? Am I going to have a yoke? So maybe I'll have a yoke and maybe another pocket. And okay, so far that's what I've got. Okay. So now, remove my template. I'm going to make another grid because it's a new presentation. So I'm going to lightly grid it out. So who else joined us? I have to look at my list. So we have Jewel and Chris. Who do I not have? Daniela. Okay. I think I have everybody.
Yeah, I've been here.
Yeah, I got it.
It's Daniela.
Okay. I think everybody's here now. The whole gang. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Besides an alarm clock that didn't go off, everybody's been showing up every day. That's good.
Burn.
Okay, so now I got a grid. So I'm going to take my tracing paper and put it at the bottom. I'm going to line up, tape it down. Okay. Tape it down. Tape it down. So far, so good. Flip it over. Now keep in mind when I'm flipping this over, it's an asymmetrical pan. So I'm only using this for the silhouette shape, not the details, because the details are going to change. I line up the waist and the access line, and then I tape it down so it doesn't slip and slide. Okay, so now okay, look at my concept. I did have the same pocket. And then I had some kind of detail right here. I don't know what those are. I just drew it. And then this pocket went far. And this pocket went inside. And then it had something else here. Okay, and it had this little zipper pull and a little thicker right here to represent where it's opening. So then I have to decide top stitching. You want to make sure you don't forget your crotch line. All pants have to have a crotch line. Easy to forget when you erase the grid. Okay, so that's my representing it back inside reverse of the fabric. So I'm going to have top stitching So I have to decide, do I want single needle or do I want double needle? And then here's my opening. It's a slash pocket. So at 10 o'clock, we're going to do the quiz. And it's going to be the first time I've ever done a quiz online. And so I made it. And I made the sketches. And then you have to match the sketch, which is labeled A through L. You have to label, if A is a collar, then you have to go down and look at the list, and maybe number 1 is the collar, and then you would write A is 1 pointed collar. So I don't know how successful it's going to be. I've never done it online, so we'll see if it makes sense and if you can figure it out. I do not know if it'll work, but we'll try. We're going to do that at 10 o'clock, so you can study the handout at break time if you want. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to add top stitching on all these other places. It's easier to do top stitching with a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you can fold a piece of paper really crisp a couple times and make it really thick. That'll work. Cardboard will work, just let it cut straight. All these artists, before there were all these great tools, they made do with what they had and were able to create art. So we can do the same. Okay, so that has top stitching. This is going to have top stitching. And so you can put a little extra thickness to represent a shadow or an opening. So I did here and here. That's so I know it opens. And this is a flap. So I'm looking at this, I would assume this is 1/4 inch top stitching. Just looking at my sketch. I might put top stitching on the cuff. Okay, so I'm looking at that, maybe an opening right there. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so then I'm
Miss
going
Brad,
to, yes?
the template that you had, that you're tracing over when you were drawing out the pattern, did
This
you
one?
get, yeah, did you get that out of the 9 Heads book?
No, I actually didn't. I got it out of some other fashion book.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Um,
looking for it.
You can use the one in the 9 Head book, that's fine.
No, I actually can't find it. I'm looking
Oh,
through trying
I'll
to
find
find
it.
the template.
I have it right here. Let's see. It's actually, here it is. It's not very good. That's why I didn't use it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the legs spread apart, doesn't have the arms spread apart. So,
Okay.
and it shows some basics.
Mm-hmm. This was
But-
up with the jackets. Okay.
Yeah, it's just not,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that helpful. So,
Well, I guess I'll just try to trace it from my laptop and then
oh, well, all this is measured out, 1 1/4
Yeah.
inch, 1 5/8 inch. So
Okay.
I will be putting that on the module too.
is it already on there or not yet?
No, the old one is the one that's already done. This was me trying to copy it.
Okay. But
This
you
one, this
have
one's on
the
there already in the week 1.
okay.
And then I was demonstrating how to make it. You were asleep, or yeah, your alarm was up.
Okay, I'll go look at it and then I'll draw it out. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. Okay, so now, how are we doing on time? 9:15. It is breakfast time. So go stretch, go have some coffee, go have some breakfast, come back at 9:40. Okay? So now I'm going to draw. I think I'll put it down this far because it's nice to have the hoodie. Okay, it was 1 1/8, which is a little bit longer than the ones we've been doing in the past.
For our line, can we do men and women clothes, or do you just want us to focus on
You
one?
can do men. I don't mind.
Okay.
You can do men too. Okay, so I'm using a piece of paper and it's 1 1/8. So it's 1 1/8, the head size. Okay, so I'm going to start with the neck. So it came down and it curved and then it angled. And so that is called the HPS. Okay.
How many 1 1/8 did you draw?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need
Okay, cool.
a.
That's what I
I
did.
need more.
You need more? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't count it all the way. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So there's actually, it goes down to 9. So I'll label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I measure the shoulders and I cut it in half. So that distance is 1.5 inches. So that distance is 1.5 inches. So you don't get confused. It's 1.5 inches. So the waist is 1.25 inches. So I'm going to measure it. I'm going to find the center. So you can either, you don't have it to measure, so I'm going to just measure 1.25 and then just fold it in half, my piece of paper, and go to 3 and put my destination points.
And how long was your neck again?
How long is it? Or how wide is it?
Okay, so it's 1/2 inch wide.
It's 1/2 inch wide and it's, gosh, it's just a tiny bit, almost a 1/2 inch up, but a little smaller. So
Okay.
right here. And then this distance from shoulder to shoulder should be the hip too. So I'm just going to find the halfway. And it should be here and here. Correct. Okay, so then I'm going to put the crotch in and I'm going to figure out how far down is this line. So this line is it's actually 7/8, which makes it really difficult. Oh, I wrote 6/8? No, I was talking about that.
How wide are the shoulders?
1.5 inches.
Okay. They're 1.5 on each side.
No, across.
Okay.
I wrote 7/8 from here.
And then the chest, how wide is that again?
That chest.
And then I put on my screen so you can see me drawing and see if it looks right
Oh, okay, let me see.
if you want.
Yeah, I'm looking. So far it looks good.
Okay.
How'd you get your phone to
So
film you?
I am recording it and watching it on my computer, and then my phone is recording me drawing so you can watch me draw.
So how did you mount your phone? Is it on
Oh.
a cup?
So my laptop is on this like little like shelf thing that you
Yeah.
you can store like crafts supplies in.
Yeah.
And then my phone is sitting on top of my my laptop. See my laptop? It's
Yeah.
just it's sitting on top of it.
Your phone's sitting on your laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, I should do that.
Because it's on the shelf. Oops.
Well, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah. Like
Let's see if
this.
I can get a picture of that.
It's like this. You can see almost all of it. Almost.
I know. As I said, it's good.
Thanks.
So let me see if I can.
The shoulder is how wide? I'm sorry. I'm like,
The
because I'm
shoulder was an
setting
inch
that
and a
up
half.
a minute. Is it an inch and a half?
Yeah, it's an inch and a half.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. But you got like, okay, that'll work. I'm taking your advice
Ugh.
and I'm gonna videotape me doing this. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was a great idea, but I just dropped the lamp. This is actually the most bizarre lesson in how designers come up with solutions. That's all it's been for 3 weeks, is coming up with solutions. It's kind of funny. We're so inventive. Okay. So I'm taking your advice. And now I've got my phone videotaping. Okay, so if I put this wire over that, I should be able to clip. No, I don't want to see all those wires. Forget that. Okay. Okay.
This template is something I definitely would have wanted to be able to like print off because I feel
Yeah.
like it looks kind of wrong.
It's not wrong yet.
No.
You just started.
Yeah.
Break.
Ugh. Is how wide is the
An
the
inch
line
and a
at
quarter.
3?
The waist is an inch and a quarter.
Okay, thank you.
Are you taking a break, Jewel? Why'd you stop?
I just took a sip of water.
Oh, okay.
Where you drew the start of the underwear.
Yeah, it's a quarter of a head lower,
Okay, thank you.
or a quarter of an inch, either one.
Oh, for the start up top here, is this a
Yeah.
half an inch
Um,
here?
it's a little tiny smaller than a half an inch.
Okay,
So just go to half an inch and then just bring it up a tiny bit.
okay.
It's not an important exact because it's just the top of the underwear.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has a little bit of room here. It's about 1/8 of an inch on each side.
Okay,
So it's not pointed. Yeah. Very good.
thank you.
And then I went out about 1/8 of an inch on the shoulder and created the armhole. And it came down and then it just flared out a little bit at the end.
Oh, it's big. Okay, goes from here to here. I guess that's normal arm.
Yeah. But I came out a little bit for that
Oh
arm.
yeah, a little bit of. Okay.
So this is a quarter of an inch inward, this destination point, and it's a quarter of an inch inward at this destination point. So that creates my princess line. Try to make them the same. And I came in on the waist a quarter of an inch. And I make the princess lines.
Oh, it looks uneven. I don't
What
know
looks
why.
uneven?
My starts here.
Go up to your shoulders and measure again. One looks wider than the other.
Yeah, I did 1/4 on each side. That one's good. That one's a little off. I
Yeah.
think. Okay. And then how much is it on the waist?
It's a quarter of an inch.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready. We're gonna go down to the knees.
I don't know. Yours looks different than mine. Mine just looks like a straight down line, and yours goes out a little bit here. I don't know what I did
Okay,
wrong.
so let's figure it out. My waist is about 1.25 inches. Is your waist 1.25 inches?
Yeah.
Okay, and my
It's
bust
right
is 1.5
here.
inches.
My bust is smaller.
Make
Inch
it
and a
1.5
half.
inches.
Oh man. Okay.
It's okay, just make it a little wider. And that will give you a little more angle.
Okay.
I like to use a piece of paper so I can find the center.
Yeah, I've just been counting on this. Like,
I know for some reason to me rulers don't behave.
okay.
Okay. So if you came in 1/4 inch on each side of that bust, it might give you some angle.
And this was supposed to be.
So that's giving you a little angle.
You know what? I think it's because I'm not measuring, I'm not counting this part here. That's maybe why it's giving me issues.
Well,
Why? I was
that's a
supposed to
little
count
higher.
this here.
That was actually higher. This is 1.5, and this is 1.25. So just the fact that they're smaller gives you an angle. This part came out higher.
Oh, uh,
What's wrong?
I just not,
You're stressing out?
yeah. Okay, so my neck is here and it's supposed to be 1.5 inches. So you're saying it's supposed to be higher, but I'm measuring the bottom of my neck.
I think that part's
an
fine.
inch.
This is
Okay.
the bust is 1.5 and the waist is 1.25. So if they're both coming in 1/4 inch, it's going to give you an angle. So you had to go in 1/4 inch here and 1/4 inch here. So that alone is going to give you an angle.
Okay. I just, from all the erasing, I can't see some of my like my 1-2 line, like it's all gone. So I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out where they went. My neck, where it's supposed to start, it's supposed to be at supposed to be at 1 and 1/4 for each.
Yeah, the waist is 1.25 inches
Yeah.
and the bust is 1.5 inches.
So I don't know. I'm just getting myself super confused because this is just all off.
It doesn't look that bad. So when you measure 1/4 inch in, it's going to give you an angle
But it's
because this is wider than this is. So it will give you an angle.
okay. Okay, so I'm just confused on where my apex is supposed to start now.
Okay, forget the apex. Do 1/4 of an inch from the end of the bust. Yeah.
That's
Put
what
a
I'm saying.
destination point.
Is this good? Like where my apex is? Because yours just looks way higher up and mine looks too low.
I haven't even drawn the apex. I've just drawn 1/4 inch in. This is the princess line.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
So 1/4 inch in. That's 1/4 inch in, and this one 1/4 inch in. And then I just made a diagonal line. Yeah. And then same for there. Does that make sense?
I think it's just because like where I drew, like you know how it goes from the neck and the shoulder to then if that I don't know. I thought that was called the apex right here. I just feel like this is not okay. What is this called right here?
That's the bust.
Okay, the
that's the
bust. It's just not lined
Okay.
up right.
Look at my picture.
Do.
Jewel, look at my picture. I drew that armhole. That is higher than my bust. I didn't draw that curve out. I did it higher. So I'm measuring at 1.5 from here to here. Okay, so my diagonal went straight down right here. My armhole is not part of the equation. Okay, so let me get my red pencil so you can see this. This line is not part of what I'm measuring. That is totally a different area. I'm measuring from here to here, 1/4 inch.
Okay.
That make sense?
And I lose my angle when I do that. My issue.
Don't even do this part yet. Make this 1.5 inches. This is 1.5 inches, and this is 1.5 inches. And there's the angle coming straight down. This is in 1/4 inch. This is in 1/4 inch. Okay.
Okay.
This one, that angle, it's 1/4 inch from the neck. That destination point's 1/4 inch from the neck. This is 1/4 inch from the 1.5. And this is 1/4 inch from the 1 1/4. Yeah. So that should give you
So
an
it's
angle.
supposed to be in?
Yeah. 1 1/4.
Okay, because now I think I'm afraid it's gonna be straight again.
No, it's angled. That's not straight. That's angled.
See, it's straight. So
Okay.
frustrating. I don't know what
Wait a
I'm
minute,
doing wrong.
Wait a minute.
See from here? Because you say it's like I thought I'm supposed to measure it.
Yeah, that's 1/4 inch.
Hold on, my pencil ran out of lead.
Okay.
Okay, so from
Okay,
here,
so measure your shoulders. Are they 1.5 inches? Put your ruler at your shoulders. Is that 1.5 inches? Yes, I can see it. Okay, go down to your bust. And is it 1.5 inches? It's a little short. You got to make it 1.5 inches.
okay.
It's a little short. Yeah. Forget those armholes. I think they were confusing you.
Mm.
See, that's why I like to use a piece of paper because I can get the center. If you just measure a piece of paper 1.5, you can get the center. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't think you're centered right. You're a little more over on one side than the other.
That's what I don't understand is like I counted my squares and
I know,
it's
that's why I don't like a ruler.
big.
Go, do you have a piece of scrap paper?
Yeah.
Okay, just get a piece of scrap paper, measure that 1.5 inches and fold it in half.
An inch and a half.
Yeah, 1.5 inches. Okay,
And then I'll
and then
just
fold it in half. And when I'm looking at your neck,
like
it's not
sorry,
centered. Yeah, you're doing it right. Now fold it in half. You maybe need scissors or something.
yeah, I'm gonna go look for some.
Well, you can just tear it for now.
Okay. Maybe I'll
Okay.
just fold it.
Yeah, you can put your ruler on it and make a slice. Okay, fold it in half.
Okay. So then
Yeah, measure it. That looks correct. And then go over there. So it's correct. Now your neck, do the same thing at your neck. They should be the same.
up here.
Yeah. No, not the where you did the shoulders. Yeah. Measure the shoulder from the access line out. Okay. And then go the other side. Okay. So now connect those lines. The 1.5 at the shoulders and the 1.5 at the bust. Just draw it with a ruler.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. You're
Because
okay.
it's supposed to be a half inch on
Right. Right. So connect the dots just from shoulder to bust. So you have that connection. Okay. Okay, now do 1/4 inch from the bust in and just draw a destination point. And do the other side. Okay, now your neck is not split down the middle. Do you see one side is smaller than the other?
Yeah.
You got to fix that. So that neck is 1/4 inch on each side. So get your access line drawn so it's clear. And draw 1/4 inch on each side.
This is a 1/4 inch, right? No, it's not.
Oh no, you got to measure it with your ruler.
Okay, and the neck is like a 1/2 inch tall.
Yes. Okay, draw the HPS line at your neck where it meets the shoulder. Yeah. Okay, now measure from the HPS 1/4 of an inch and you have that destination point. And you have the one at the bust. So now connect them. So
Wait, so I'm not drawing on top here?
well,
This
you
one?
could, but you don't need to. I was saying
Okay.
just draw those 2 destination points right there.
Okay.
And then you've drawn the destination points here and you connect the line. You connect the line. Okay, so connect the 1/4 inch and the 1/4 inch and connect the line. So I'm looking at this and I see on the right side that it's sticking out farther. The right side of the bust. Is that not where the end of it?
This part right here, I think
Yeah.
that was supposed to be erased
Okay,
because this is
okay.
supposed to be.
It's 1.5 inches.
Oh, I messed up. Ugh,
Okay,
this is never ending.
it's okay.
I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing now because I messed this up.
Okay. It'll get better.
If I can't get this right, can you make a copy of it with all the measurements?
Yes,
Because
I have it. It's all
I
measured.
might just have to go and print this off because this is taking a really long time and I still have to put all the other designs on it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, oh my gosh.
It's okay.
I'm losing it.
See, this is a 1/4 inch, and then from here, it should be about it's a little bit more than a 1/2 inch. So your measurement from the access line out should be a little more than 1/2 inch, and yours is a little less than 1/2 inch. It should be farther out. So from access line to the end should be 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so measure from the access line out to the bust, the end of the bust. From that should be 3/4 of an inch. Yours needs to be a little bit longer. Go out
it
one
has to be
more.
3/4?
Yeah, go one more little bar. Yeah, right there. And that'll give you the angle. Then come in a quarter. So that's going to move your line different. Okay, so that's going to move your line at an angle. So at the end of your bust, come in a quarter of an inch, and that will move your destination point, and that'll give you a little bit of an angle.
I erased my shoulders. How far are they supposed to be again?
It is, it's a little more than a half. It is one. That's why I hate these rulers.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5/8. It's a little more than half. It's 5/8.
Ugh,
What's wrong?
it's just so uneven still.
Okay, that's fine. Now connect it from shoulder to waist. Shoulder to waist. You're not at the waist. Go to the waist.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. You're not at the waist. You're off. Yeah, now you are. Yeah, shoulder to waist.
It's off.
It's okay. That's 5/8. And then shoulder to waist. You're okay. 5/8. Right there, yes. Okay, and now go all the way down to the waist. Okay. Is that shoulder 5/8?
Oh wait.
That's why I find a piece of paper so much easier. You can just
Yeah.
measure the other side and then you got the other one right. Very good. Okay, so now go a quarter of an inch from the neck to the shoulder, go a quarter of an inch, make your destination point, and then a quarter of an inch from the bust and make the destination point. Just mark the destination point, quarter of an inch, okay, and then mark the bust.
Okay, so I'm a little confused why this is why is this long right here? Why I don't know why this is poking out.
I don't know, is your waist 1 1 1/4? Is your waist 1 1/4?
Um
Don't worry about that. Is your waist 1 1/4? Yes. And is your shoulder 1 1/2? Yes.
A little more.
No, move it over a little. It's okay. Just a little. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
So it's supposed to be at exactly a 1 1/2 because I
Yeah.
think I did it a little more. I thought you
That's
said a little more.
It's fine. Okay,
Okay.
so you
So
came in on the
should
neck
I
one
leave it
one
or should
quarter. Now come in from the bust 1/4. It looks like you're a little more than 1/4 coming in from the bust. Because that's going to give you the angle. Why are you erasing it?
I thought it was too far out, right?
No, it was fine. It was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, now it looks uneven.
No. Just go back to the line you had. Just go back to the line you had. That was fine. Okay. So now you want to connect from that neck where you went 1/4 of an inch in. You want to come in 1/4 of an inch on your bust and connect the 2 destination points. So is it all accurate? Okay. And then you come 1/4 inch from your waist. So go 1/4 inch from your waist on both sides and connect those lines. Okay, now connect the lines. And then
Okay.
connect the line to the neck. It's kind of erased, the little one on the left.
Mhm. Thank you. It looks a lot
Welcome.
better now.
Okay, so now we're going to go down to the knee. Ouch.
Mm.
We're going to go down to the knee, which is 6. We're going to come in 3/8 of an inch and go over 3/8 of an inch. And so I've got destination points drawn.
Sorry, I just keep erasing everything I do and then I have to remeasure everything.
Okay.
I keep messing it up. Okay, that has a bit more of an angle. It's not
Yeah.
it's that
okay.
good, but it's better.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Now
Thank
I
you.
went 3/8 of an inch in at 6 and then over 3/8 of an inch again. And
Yeah,
that's
I
going to
should have
create,
numbered my lines and now I've erased them.
so that's going to create,
That's 1, 2.
that's going to create my leg. And when I made my,
How much room did you have between your knee and the access line?
3/8 of an inch.
Okay, thank you.
So we only have 1 minute left. So I'm going to scan all of this and put it on the module. And it's all measured. So you can see all the measurements, how wide everything is. So you can
Okay.
finish drawing this. Are there any questions from the class?
No, I'm about to hand in all the stuff that's due today, which is a
Okay.
lot.
Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow I'll finish the quiz, figure out what I did wrong. And
have
we'll
a
just
quick-
finish all these flats tomorrow.
Okay.
Question,
Okay.
Brad.
What?
I have a question for
Okay.
the fashion board. I saw that it has to be like a celebrity muse. Can it be like someone that's like in the Spanish media?
It can be anybody. It doesn't even
Okay.
have to be a celebrity. It can be a celebrity or a spokesperson or just a normal person that buys the line. It's up to
Okay.
you who that person, who
Okay.
the muse is.
Okay.
Like Ralph Lauren used to always use one of his models and he would tell their whole life story. And that would be who he designed for. So it can be whoever you want it to be.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
No,
Okay.
that's it.
How wide is the knee supposed to be?
3/8 of an inch.
3/8. That's also 3/8. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will copy them all. They'll be on there for you to
Yeah.
look at with the
Okay,
measurements.
great.
Okay. Okay. So I'll
Sorry
see you
if I-
tomorrow.
Okay.
Set your
thank
alarms.
you.
Okay. Take care, you guys. Stay safe.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good day.
Bye.